Capricorn, what's going on with you? This is going to be your weekly reading from the 11th to the 17th. I'm coming to you from a village in a jungle in Jalisco, Mexico. I'm sure I mentioned to the majority of you guys that I am amid an expedition across 20 countries, and I want to invite you guys to follow the journey. The link is in the description. Anyways, what is going on with you? Your birthdays are nearing. The end of the year is nearing. One more shuffle. Alright, fuck. Alright, guys, I get the sense that you don't have the best love life at this time. Alright, you may be experiencing a major disappointment, in fact. Alright, there's some sort of resolution that is pending. Something hasn't been resolved. Alright, and it's being hindered. Now, you know what you got to do in this matter. You're compelled to do so. My question is, are you taking action? Fuck, the devil. This is something you've been dealing with for some time, and something that has had a hold on you for some time. Look, Capricorn, look. What I'm seeing is that, yes, you're a strong individual. You Capricorns have heard me. If you're an avid watcher of my channel, you know how fond of you guys I am, of the Capricorn energy that I am, because it's something very powerful, right? And here we are. I mean, this is you. Okay? I don't take that you're dealing with an Aries. This is you. This is your energy. And what I'm getting here, essentially, is that despite the turbulence that you've been surrounded by, you're sitting on your throne. You're sitting on your throne. And that's awesome. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes we need to address problems. Sometimes we need to handle those situations appropriately, because the last thing we want to do is just harbor something, hold on to something, keep stagnant in some sort of position that doesn't serve our highest good, right? Now, you seem to be opening up to cooperation. You seem to be in a position of putting yourself in some sort of availability to collaborate and to work together with an individual. The person that you are dealing with, well, they seem the marriage card, essentially. In other words, they want a good relationship with you. They want something sturdy, stable. All right, and you want that as well. It seems as if you're wanting someone, you want to be with someone that is reliable. You want to be with someone that you can lean on, someone that is going to provide a sense of trustworthiness to you, or offer you that. All right. However, there's some turbulence that needs to be left behind. You're in the midst of finding balance, okay? And that's what really seems to be the most prominent energy here, is actually moving towards that peace, that emotional peace. Now, I see that you're open to doing this together, all right? But what's going on here? Because there is also contrary energy here. It's like, what's going on here? Talk to me about this. Yeah, well, look, guys, look. So what I'm seeing here is that you're fond of someone. You're wanting to approach a situation. You're wanting to grow a situation. But you're not doing this with your heart on your sleeve, okay? There's this embodiment of the Queen of Swords, and we have all heard about the infamous Queen of Swords. It's someone that is very sharp with their words, someone that is very pragmatic, unemotional. And like I've mentioned before, that's the sort of energy that exudes that power, you know? It doesn't make you feeble. Typically, emotional individuals are the weak ones. Look at even the strong and burly men, right? That lose control out of pure anger. While one may think of them to be intimidating, in reality, that shows a fucking lack of self-control. That's weakness. That's weakness in self-control. All right? Those are the sorts of individuals that will lose themselves in the midst of chaos. Explosions going around, or, you know, some sort of war or something going around them. Those are the people that are not going to be able to control themselves. They're fucking weak individuals, right? Now, emotions are part of the human experience, but they're simply indicators of what we are experiencing internally. We tend to aggrandize the influence of emotions. Rather than using them as indicators, we tend to dwell on them and we inflame them so high that we become engulfed in these emotions. And they are so powerful that they can become part of our identity. For instance, you have someone that feels lonely and they repeat this paradigm. They tell, oh, I'm fucking lonely and miserable. This is my life. This is my life. And they feel, and that emotion just consumes them, and they begin to wear that loneliness like a fucking badge of identity. Now they say, I'm just a lonely individual, that's who I am. That's who they are. That's who they become. It's not who they are. That's the facade that they embody, and they actually believe that that's who they are, because that's the reality they create for themselves. What I'm getting at is that with a level of emotional detachment, ladies and gentlemen, there comes a sense of power. And this is something that must be balanced, because if we become too cold, then what's the point? People aren't going to like being around us. We're going to lack that intimacy with others, that sympathy, right? That connection, that emotional connection, that is also a beautiful thing, right? It's like a child, for instance. You want to have that. You want to have a beautiful relationship with your children. You want to be in that emotional mushy state and whatnot, right? It's a beautiful part of your human experience, but in a business world, that would never take you far. If you're making executive decisions based on your emotions and not your intelligence, you already know, Capricorn. I don't have to explain this further. What I'm getting at, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I see contrary forces here, contrary energy, is because, yes, you're wanting to navigate the situation to a better place. I see that. You are fond of someone, you're opening up, you're aligning things in a position where you two can come together and cooperate and work and rectify a problem. Something that has been going on for some time. All right. This is nothing easy to deal with, to say the least. All right. Furthermore, despite the fact that you want happiness, you are a bit emotionally detached. And that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Your intentions remain the same, which are good. And that's what matters. That's what matters. That's what counts. All right. And if you got someone that is wanting to be with you, someone that is wanting to grow, then that's what they got to deal with. That's who they got to deal with. You know what I mean? Now, Capricorn. Well, it seems as if you got, like I mentioned, you got someone that is interested in you, and someone here that is gonna work with you. Okay, but something that I do want to look into is this Four of Coins, which simply talks about not being open to receiving or giving. To me, it's the card of invulnerability. All right, and this is the dark side of detachment, right? When on the strong side of detachment, you'll be unfazed by fucking mundane circumstances. On the other hand, you lose that that human sense. You know what I mean? That sense of vulnerability to be able to connect on a deep level. Imagine if we were all mind. We'd just be data. We'd be processing data, but we have emotions, so we're able to feel this data, this information in our head. It's quite unique. Now, what is this? Let's get 2 more shuffles. All right, so this is what I'm saying here. So guys, yeah, someone is definitely going to have a difficult time opening up. All right, and I get the sense that it is you, Capricorn. I get the sense that it is you, and the reason being is because this continues, this idea, this concept of moving towards a better place within the relationship, of moving away from turbulence within and friction within the relationship, is going to take some time, guys. Patience is going to be required. Grit is going to be required. It's like biting the bullet. This is going to be uncomfortable. This is not something that you're going to be just have this natural propensity to do. This is something that you're going to have to push yourself to do. This is something that's going to require your effort. All right? And And I see you struggling with a level of invulnerability in the future that you're going to be changing little by little. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're resonating with this and you find yourself being a bit cold, being a bit distant emotionally in a relationship that you're cultivating, remember that. Remember that this is an opportunity for you to learn how to be vulnerable, how to give way to growing a relationship in that sense. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take this to the extended. I'm going to bore into this individual's thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards you. If this was your reading, I will see you there. Otherwise, I will see you soon.